Right, so it's Blair Witch Project time. I'm fishing at Whitesprings. I'm on the Specimen Lake. Actually won a photo competition and the prize was a free 24-hour session. So one of the perks I had in the earlier videos, I submitted a photo of that and I won first place, and I've got a free 24-hour session on the Specimen Lake. So I've been down here. It's pretty dark now. I should have really done a vlog start in the light because it's much better and I don't have to blind myself shining the torch in my eyes. But, yeah, so I'm down here. Most of the lake is frozen. Probably a bit sort of insane coming down here, even though half the lake, well 90% of the lake's frozen. There's only tiny patches I can actually get a bait out to. So this bait's out. Let's just hope that they're still going to feed in the cold. Good morning. I didn't have anything through the night, and it was really cold. It was raining, and raining chunks of ice as well. On the last video that I mentioned that my bivvy had been eaten right the way through with mice, so I didn't bother bringing that because there's a lot of holes in it, and I knew that it was going to be cold, so I brought out a tie him up my old tent, which is for there. You see the bottom bit now, it's all plastered in ice. It's all ice where it's been raining, so it's not the warmest of tents, to be honest. It was pretty cold last night, but if you want to catch fish, you're going to make some sacrifices. Right, so this is the patch of the lake that I was fishing. Go around, we're out on the point at Whitesprings. I don't know if they call it the point, but I'm going to call it the point. I got baits just off that tree. I put one out on the edge of that ice there. Actually, when I cast out, as I wasn't using the bait because the bait boat, because it's struggling if it hit the ice. The engine was cutting out, and so I don't think they're designed to work in sub-zero temperatures. And I've got a third bait just off the inlet there. There's a small inlet running from the other lake to there, and because this place is spring fed, the springs are slightly warmer, so that lake over there, the pleasure lake, is not frozen at all, if you can see that. But yeah, yesterday some of the boys from the other pegs came over, gave me a bit of VIP treatment and broke the ice for me.
Straight in centre. What do you reckon? Where do you want it?
Probably straight in the centre.
There we are, straight in the centre it is. Yeah. As wide as you can make it, Steve.
Oh, better still, right round the side.
Yeah, not that island, that one over there, babe. The island to the right, you want, yeah. This is a brick, I don't think.
So you're chucking a brick through all this, aren't you?
I'll meet you at the far side of the lake, alright?
But this morning you can see it's all frozen up, the channels they cut. I did put a bait out there, and about 10 o'clock last night when it started getting really cold I decided to pull it in, mainly because I could see it starting to freeze over. But yeah, I've changed all the rigs now. Not changed all the rigs, I changed all the bait. Because they've been out all night and they were... Maybe I should have left them on as washed out baits, they might have worked a bit better. But yeah, let's hope that one of them produces something for me, because it would have been nice to land something. I got the Match Lake at Whitesprings. That's completely frozen over as well. Just above it then, zoom into that. New cabins he's building, the log cabins. So that'll be a new feature for 2010 for the place. Let's have a look where I'm fishing. Let's see where I'm fishing over there. And you can see that I've got this much water free and this much water frozen. Just to goes around the bend, and I know this guy's fishing there and they had a big fish there yesterday. Let's flip this round. Yeah, so some of the guys I've met down here before, they're fishing on the other side of the lake. They broke all the ice with the boat so that they could come down here and fish. And yesterday morning they actually had a 31 pounder, so the big fish are in there and they're feeding in the cold. So it's just yeah. Perhaps if I was a better angler, maybe I'd have had one on the bank, but it's all about getting out, going fishing. Sometimes it's not all about catching the fish. This is the pit. That's completely frozen over. This is where I've done a lot of the written blogs in the past. It's alright on this lake. Had a couple of nice fish. The biggest I've had out here is 18.3. I know that mate Steve has had a 20 pound 3 out of here. So they are in here, the big ones. You're not going to get them through this ice today. Some of the guys from the large lake over there, I just landed one. So, let's go over and have a look. What's the sling weight? Don't know, is it?
Pound. 9 pound.
9 pound, yeah. 9 pound.
That's not bad because it seems how cold it is. So it's about 10:30, 11:15 now. I'm not quite sure. Taking a walk around. The other people, or the other boys that were at the other end of the Specimen Lake, they haven't had anything this morning or last night, which sort of makes me feel a bit better that I totally blanked. But the Clouds Lake behind me, you've seen by the clip, they've had a couple of small ones out, so it was worth them coming out. It makes me wonder if I should, for the last couple of hours, pull out of here and drop it in there. At least I've got a chance of catching something, even if it is a small one. But, yeah, something to think about anyway. I'll catch you later. Right, so still all frozen over there. The channel that they cut out for me is still frozen. The ice is actually receding over this end, and I don't know if you can see that right down the other end of the lake. There's patches starting to clear down there as well. So give it a day or two and this lake will be back to will be back unfrozen. But I won't be here then. So I suppose that won't make much difference to this session. So it's what is it, about 1 o'clock now? To be fair, the sun's been out and it hasn't really got any warmer. The ice is receding, so it is probably is a bit warmer, but I haven't felt it. I can't feel it. Yeah, if I do land anything, it will be proper achievement in this weather, I think. And apart from this, all I've got left to do, I'm going to start packing now. Packing stuff, get some stuff in the car, so I got less to truck away at the end of the day. And I'll probably do a last final blog entry when I'm ready to go. It's time to finally pack up. The tent's down, the bedding's all away. It's just the rods that have to come in, and my seat, and all that. Once that's all packed in the car, I'm gonna go home. I think the ice is starting to melt now, and it's receding a lot faster than it was yesterday, before we had that sort of cold snap during the night again. I think if I stuck it out another couple of days, I probably would catch, and I'd feel a lot more confident if I was staying on tonight then. But yeah, That's another winter blank. Can't really help that, can I? I'll probably have a couple more before this, before spring finally kicks in. So it's no big deal. Yeah, I think this year I'm going to come back to the Specimen Lake at Whitesprings and I'm going to give it a good couple of sessions. See if we can't get myself a big fish out of here. Would be nice. Probably make my summer actually. Make the year. Get a big one out of here. Anyway, that's it for now and I'll see you in the next session. So, take care.